Hello and welcome to In Studio at Home. My name is Megan Nadain and today I will be offering you a short contemporary class. The music that we will be dancing to is by the incredible Larry Graves, who is a wonderful modern dance accompanist and musician in the city. He has created some amazing music during quarantine, which can be found at Bandcamp under Grave Drummer. And these albums have really helped to keep me inspired and dancing during this time, so I highly suggest you check them out. We are going to start today's class in a nice wide stance with our legs gently turned out. So activating the backs of our legs, and we're really going to focus on bringing our midline online with us. So I like to think that I have a beam of light that starts right at my tailbone and comes up through the center of my body and shines out the top of our head. So bringing the palms of our hands together in front of us, some pressure in to find that center line. We take 4 breaths in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We let them out and open like your heart is shining bright again. 1. And our hands come behind our head. We pour to the right side, coming back through the center. Pour to the left, coming back through the center. We pour right. Then our tailbone pulls us back and we come to a bend. Other way, recovering through a big plie to the right. Again, the top elbow closes the top elbow, opens, and our tail pulls us back. We fountain up and over to close, to open, to recover through the center. Little bounces. 2, 3, and a 4. Find some pressure between your head and your hands. Fountain your hands up. Little curve with the upper spine to the front. Recover. 6, and now we shoot our head back out of the way so that beam of light can come out our heart. 7 and 8 again. 4 breaths in, pressure in the hands, release, open. 7, 8. We do that again, and then our hands come behind our head. We pour to the side, we recover. We do that to each side. That's the first thing. The second thing is another pour with a plie through the center to each side. The third thing, we come up and over. We close our elbow, we lift our elbow, and we come through the center. We pulse for 8. Our hands open up through the center. We do a curve to the front, looking at our belly button, and a high lift, seeing the ceiling to finish. The first time we'll start to the right, and the second time our side bends will start to the left. With Larry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Find that bright light up through the center. Pouring side. With the bend on the recovery. Keeping some pressure between the head and the hands. Again. Feel this opening from your center to go left. about the back sides of your legs, your knees, tracing over your toes. Beautiful. Excellent. Just going to learn this little hand sequence, which is going to help us in our next exercise. So we have two hands pressing down as if they are on a counter. And we start with our baby finger. Our baby finger scoops in, then our thumb opens to the front. Our baby finger peels our hands back in, and we open side. So that pattern is starting from the outside of your hands to scoop in. The thumb extends the arms. The baby finger draws them back in to paint our hands to the side. So that happens on top of two pliés. We're gonna start in a first position with our heels together and our toes open to the side. As our baby fingers curl, we plie 1, arms and legs extend on 2, curling in 3, opening on 4. The third thing is always a rise with our hands tracing an arc over our head. And the fourth thing is another plie with a torso. In first, you're going to go to that high lift, feeling that beam of light coming out of your heart. Then we fold forward in first position, enjoying this stretch like your hamstrings are having a nice big yawn. To come up, to turn back out, to open. 2 second starts, the same demi. 2, open, baby fingers in, painting to the side. We rise up and lower. In second, we now do a curve to open. Then the stretch goes, lunging side, pass through the center, lunging to the other side, to come up, returning the way you just came from to the side, passing through a high lift to the side. And as you come up, you're gonna push off that side to either come back to first, or if third or fifth is a position that exists in your life, I invite you to go there to start demi 1, opening 2, baby fingers 3, and a 4. We rise with our fingers meeting overhead, 5, down on 6. Now we do a side bend to the right, 7 and 8. Our stretch here, the way that you just bent, so we just curved to the right. So now that right arm is gonna lift overhead, 1. We fall 2. Now the path of the head, I'm just gonna do the head, goes to the front, to the other side, and up. So it makes a full circle. Side, front, side, up. And the path of the arm starts that way, it goes side, it goes front, but instead of continuing the circle, it's going to reverse the way it came. So it comes down the right side. As your head continues up the left, your fingertips return up the right side. So we've just finished 7 and 8. We lift 1, we fall 2. We come through the top, 3, like you're going over the hump of a hill to start again, 4, 5. This time we get caught part way, and like the strings that are holding our head and our hands get snipped, and we drop. 2, change, demi 1, and a 2. You could stay in first if you like. We rise, 5. We lower, 6. This time we curve to the left to recover, to lift the left arm, to go side, front, side. Find that suspension, to fall, to get caught, to drop. And we'll come back to first, and we'll just take a rise, leaving our arms hanging. So we feel the weight of our tailbone and our hands dropping while that beam of light comes out the top of our head. So the pattern is always a demi-plie with the fingers 1, they open 2, 3, and a 4. Always a rise on 5, and a 6. In first we do a high lift. In second we do a curve to the front. In third or fifth or first we curve to the right, and then to the left. The second part in first is just a beautiful stretch to the front. In second, it's that nice, big, lunging stretch, like you're inside a cotton candy machine and you're trying to get to the edges. And in fifth, it's the lift. Fall, suspend, fall, halfway, reverse to change. All right, with Larry.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
High lift. Now nice luxurious stretch to the front in parallel. Breathing into the backs of the legs, coming up. Find a second position, wider legs now. With a curve to the front. Lunging side. Through the high space. Falling side, find the top, fall side, other side, starting baby fingers. Coming back to first, to take a rise. Really seeing whatever is in front of you. Beautiful. Lowering down. Excellent. Fantastic. A little something for our feet and our fingers. So now taking that bright beaming spine and radiating it out our extremities. So this exercise is going to be on 9. So we're counting to 9 in each phrase. We start with our torso, even though we're going to get to our fingers and our toes. We drop to the front and curve 1 and 2. On each torso, we bend our knees to the right and up to a high lift. And 6 and 7 and 8. Fingertips slide up the center. The backs of our hands are together, so our palms are out to the side. We do these little windshield wipers with our fingers, waking up our hands. And I also like to think cleaning any fog off of my heart, getting any dust out of that center area. So we windshield 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We make a ball in front of our heart, pressure from fingertip to fingertip. Down, open our arms. So those counts are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Fingertips 5, 6, 7, 8, extra count, 9. We're in parallel here, so 2 railroad track feet. We brush our foot right to the front, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Fingers drop as you go through your foot, peeling your heel, your toes, 7 and 8. Arms lift on 9 to the side and 2, parallel leg. And 4 through the foot, arms drop, and 6 and 7 and 8. Arms lift on 9 to the back and 2, really parallel behind you through the foot, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 9 to the front and 2 and 3 and 4 5, and 6. So we visit it everywhere we just went. We go through our foot, up and down, drop your arms. Starting to the left, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5, all the way around 6, 7 and 8, fingers 9, windshield 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4, big ball of energy, 6, pressure, 7 and 8, open, 9 to the front, and 2, 3 and a 4, slowly 5 and 6, 7 and 8, arms on 9 to the side, and 2, 3 and a 4 through the foot, 6, 7, 8, arms 9 to the back, and 2, 3 and a 4 through the foot, goes 5 and 6, 7, 8, arms 9, visit each position, 3 and a 4, 5, 6, quicker, 7, 8, arms 9. So as we peel through our foot, your heel lifts, your toe presses down, your heel stays as high as you can, and you lower your heel. So it's like a little jump. And on the last one, when you've gone front and side and back, you have a quicker version, which can really feel like a jump off that foot. So warming up the bottoms of our feet, the same way we're warming up the fronts of our hands. All right, on 9, once to the right, once to the left. Finding a parallel position with your feet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just check to make sure 2 toes are pointing right to the front. 7, 8, 9. Fingers 9, windshield wiper. Through your foot, peel. Each position to the front. Like you're polishing the floor with your foot. Now a little jump, jump. Second side. Pressure between your fingertips to puff open to brush. Think about your foot sliding down a ramp. Life in the front of your hands here, like you're giving something a great big hug. A big hug to the back. One to the front, to the side, to the back. Little jump. Excellent, beautiful. Great, all right. A little bit of shifting, moving a little bit bigger through our space now. We're going to shift from side to side. And we'll think about the foot that we're leaving. We're using this foot to push ourselves away, shifting and shifting and shifting. And I like to imagine that my torso is riding a wave, riding a current in the water. As we shift side to side, we're going to trace some circles. We start with them in our shoulders. So tracing circles in our shoulder blades. Tracing circles in the space with our elbows, circles in the space with our fingers. and our fingers. So we start to the right, shifting circle, shoulder, elbow, and elbow, big fingers, carving a circle. You do another one. This time you grab and gather. So as you go into your third arm circle, you transfer your weight, you pick something up, and you come back towards the left. So that's a 1 and 2, shoulder 3, shoulder 4, fingertips 5 and 6, right, left, and gather. Guess what? We do our falls from our plies just a little bit quicker. Side, front, side, suspend, side, front, side, catch, drop, and catch. You lift your arms to open. Shifting through the space, making an under curve or a U shape with our pelvis. Our pelvis goes down and up, and down to the side, down, up, and down, up, to the back, and back. Elbows in, chest lifts to recover. We nod our head, and to releasing the back of your neck, and the fourth one releases all the way down. Do a nice big stretch. We bend our knees. We stretch our knees. We bend our knees. We roll up. We open the left side to start. Shoulder and shoulder. Elbow and elbow. Fingers, fingers. Left, right. Gather up. Falling side, front, side. Find the top of the hill. Side, front, side. Catch. Drop. Recover. You add your other arm. 7, 2 arms open. 8 to shift into the front space. Come back to the side. Coming back to the back and recover. Elbows bend. 7 and 8. Releasing the back of your neck. 3, 4. The fourth time takes you to the front. To have a nice stretch, we bend our knees and we stretch. Try to hang a little bit heavier, bending your knees to roll up, to open the right side, to shift. Let's just dive in right away. We're gonna do it 4 times, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Just try to enjoy the ride, lubricating as many joints as you can along the way. We start shifting to the right with our right shoulder circling.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Elbow, fingertips. Find the top. Halfway, drop to catch, fingertips meet, they open, we shift to the front, to the right, to the back, nodding your head. Try to relax your jaw. Then rolling up, opening the left side. Shifting forward on the left. Finding that under curve with your pelvis. Down, up, down, up. See the high space. Releasing the neck. Breathing here as we bend. Dropping the head a little bit lower. One more time, each side. pelvis under curve. Little nod with the chin, releasing the back of the skull. Last time to the left. See if you can get a little bit bigger. Reaching your fingertips a little bit further. Under curve, left foot. Last plie, opening the backs of the legs. Beautiful. Excellent. To finish today, we are just going to do an improv. So a free exploration for you. So there's no right or wrong choices. You're just going to explore a physical idea. And the idea that I would like us to explore today is a continuous movement. Like you are doing a pencil drawing on a page without lifting your pencil. So no back and forth, up and, but just a smooth, continuous line. And I also like the idea of there being a watercolor feeling. So perhaps you can imagine a continuous line with a watercolor paintbrush. So everything just blends seamlessly into the next thing. And this dance is just for you. Also see if you can get into every little crevice of our body with that paintbrush so we can paint out any cobwebs that might have built up. So I'm going to put on some music and we will just go for a couple of minutes together to finish. When you hear the music, you can begin. You can play with the speed of your lines. So can we be smooth and fast? Or you can slow it right down. Feel free to explore different levels. And as we get into the last few seconds, make sure you've checked in with every part of your body, from your baby toes to the back of your head, to your fingertips, and through your spine. And just finding a way to bring this exploration to a pause for yourself. Beautiful. Have yet to still quite negotiate my DJ dancing skills at the same time. But I would like to thank you all so much for dancing this afternoon, today, whenever it is you do this class. I hope it filled you with some joy and some inspiration, and I very much hope that we can be in the studio dancing together again soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and keep dancing. Thank you so much.